I like debates. I like this or that. You can only have one thing and you gotta leave the other. So we're gonna go ahead and do an ultimatum. For anybody who likes cookies. Store-bought cookies. You can only have Chips Ahoy, or you can only have Oreos. And I don't care, okay? You can change up the Oreos and you can go, ooh, double stuff, mega stuff. You can have the chocolate, the peanut butter, the red velvet when that comes out. Even though that's a stupid, terrible flavor, you can have that if you were to choose Oreos. Same with the Chips Ahoy. You can have... Didn't they just come out with like a Sour Patch Kids Chips Ahoy or something like that? You can have that. You can have the chewy. You can have the chunky. You can have whatever you want. But you have to stick with that Chips Ahoy or Oreo brand. Which one would you go for? And to me, I think I would probably go... Oh, I gave no thought into what I would choose. I would probably go Chips Ahoy, just because the cream in the middle of an Oreo can get a little too sweet over time. Does that mean I don't have Oreos on my desk currently? Of course not. I always have Oreos on my desk. Not actually, but right now I do. But I think Chips Ahoy, it's just a chocolate chip cookie. There's nothing too sweet about it, and you can kind of change it up a little bit. Oreo, final answer. Screw it, I'm going with the Oreos. This is the Fat and Happy Show, everybody. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the Fat and Happy Show. Come on in, take off these pants. Let's have ourselves a bowl of cereal. For today, we're going to finally... your day of reckoning has come. Get out of here. Where this is it, okay? I'm just having a bowl. I'm just going to have a bowl. I'm just going to do it. I don't care. I don't care. Guess what? I'm not tossing that because I don't want ants. Am I going to eat this whole bowl of cereal? Absolutely not. But it's gone. It's done. It's over with. We're out of Chips Ahoy. It's gone. I ate the cereal. It's gone. Whatever. Bye-bye. There you go, babe. There's your bowl of milk. Try and not make as much of a mess today, please. But yeah, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys, really quick. Thank you guys so much for the support over this week. I've really been trying to push the video a little bit more like on social media a bit. And you guys are really coming out. And I absolutely appreciate that. As well as all the people leaving me kind words and like telling me like how much they really do enjoy the show. It really does make me happy to see that the show is going in a really, really positive direction. Really entertaining. But I just wanted to go and say that really quick. Also, whenever a video does good, YouTube gives me some little fireworks on my screen, and it's absolutely adorable, and I love it. So keep on giving me fireworks. But I'll tell you what, we got some bad news today, where I couldn't find hardly any news, okay? Today's kind of a rough news day, so I kind of just picked what I could. But let's go ahead and get into that bad news of the day. Where the bad news of the day is kind of old news at this point, but Shane Dawson is in hot water right now. 2 days ago, from the time this will be posted, we had Tootie, whatever, some fashion person, make a video basically saying that Shane Dawson is a manipulative, lying, cheating, stupid son of a bitch, pretty much. And because of that, he is now in some hot water to try and save his career at all. Which personally, I say there's no way he's going to save it at this point. There's also some child molestation allegations kind of going against him with some past footage that he uploaded to his channel, where he would be talking to many 12-year-olds that were like in his hot tub, calling him hot and always like making sexual comments towards them. And nowadays he's sort of saying that they were just jokes, but I don't know if that's something he really should have been joking about back then in the day. I can gladly say that anything that I've really done on this channel that I can recall has like never been that bad, and I don't have poor taste in jokes like that. Things like rape and child molestation is not stuff to really joke about. It's horrible. But that's the world we live in. But yeah, with Shane Dawson being in this hot water, it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the fashion industry. Of course, James Charles is going to be making a comeback, and Tootie, whatever her name is probably going to be getting a little bit of a comeback. But she's got a lot of lawyers on her side, so I guess there's a lot of money to be made in makeup. I don't know. I don't wear it, so I don't care. How you doing back here, baby? You doing good? Yeah, fun, fun, fun. If you like Shane Dawson, you might not for long. But let's go ahead and get into that good news of the day. Call it good news if you will. I will consider it good news, but who knows. Beevus and Butthead coming back for a new generation, Generation Z, which I can see being a good thing and a bad thing. Because one, we have South Park still around, so the brain-numbing content is still, of course, there on the internet and on your TVs. But I don't think it's as bad as what Beavis and Butthead were, where they're just completely brainless and stupid. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of jokes that they would make that are going to both appeal to the millennial generation who now has kids, and the Generation Z which would be more of a target audience. But good for them for wanting to come back, I guess. I don't know. A lot of the stuff that I see, I never really got behind back in the day, so I don't think I'll get behind it now. But it's reviving something old, so good for them. Empty. That was a lot of milk. But let's go ahead and get into some awesome news of the day, where outside of a Delaware courthouse in Sussex, they finally removed a whipping post. Where basically this was outside the courthouse, and what it was is if a slave was disobedient, they would of course strap the slave up to this post, and then they'd just go ahead and do the public whippings. And as cruel as it was, I'm kind of surprised it's even still here now. The one thing about it is that I hope that it doesn't get destroyed, because I'm very, very big on this with like the monuments and stuff like that. Go ahead and keep them around. We need to learn from our past. Put it in a museum so people can be like, wow, that was a real thing they actually did. Yeah, they really did. Open a history book, why don't you? Okay? Wikipedia isn't where you have to go all the damn time. But honestly, though, I do think that this was a very, very good thing to do. It's something that is very much out there in the public, and it's a constant reminder of, hey, this is something that we did, and it was wrong, and is cruel, extremely cruel. But at the same time, I think that any kid that like got an F on his report card probably should have been strapped up to it and then spanked by his mom publicly. But a lot of people are against spanking their kids, and guess what? I was spanked and I got raised right. You want to know something? I'm going to reject that statement. I'm not sure I'm all 100% there. I think I'm a couple screws away from a full desk. But alas, with that, we are on to the dad joke of the day, which this one's a good one. Remember that with most dad jokes, it's just a simple question. What's the best part about living in Switzerland?
Swiss cheese.
I don't really know, but flag's a plus.
What about their cheese?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was a pretty big fan of that one. As soon as I read that one, I laughed. It's a good one. Honestly, though, I have been to Switzerland. Beautiful country. It's a beautiful country. Absolutely love it. It's a great country ever. Next to America, of course. But now, of course, after a dad joke, we have to feature our pet of the day, right? So we got Jazz today.
You like jazz?
Where we have, it's another bird, another tweet, another parakeet, I don't know. Maybe parakeet, maybe something bigger. I don't know. A bird though. I think it's a parakeet. Personally, I want one of those macaws that I can teach curse words. So that way, whenever someone comes over, they just hear nothing but swearing coming from a room. And they just go, who's that? And then I can tell them it's my crazy uncle that I keep in the basement. The things I'll do for a cheap laugh. Alas, we are now into the 2 cents moment of the day. Now's the part of the show where Kyle gives his 2 cents. Part of social interactions in a day-to-day life is, of course, talking. Talking to one another through a language of sorts. It could be, of course, sign language, or it could be verbal. It can even be something as much as eye contact. Why do none of you make eye contact? I swear to God. Make eye contact with me when I'm talking to you, damn it. Grow some balls and stare me in the eyes. Not enough people make eye contact. We'll do 2 cents about that later on. But anyways, communication is something that has to go along with day-to-day conversations. But the one thing that people don't do is shut up. And the problem with that is that a conversation is a two-way street. You have one conversation going this way, going to the destination. You have one going this way to that destination. But as soon as one person goes down that street and then cuts off the other guy, the conversation's over. So when you start to interrupt, things become a little bit more difficult. So make sure that when you are in a conversation, that you take your turn just like you would at a four-way stop. Wait your turn, go ahead and let the other guy talk, then have your phrase. That's how debating works, people. It doesn't have to be a debate either. It could be a simple, casual conversation. Transfer information to each other. Learn from each other. Healthy conversations make for a beautiful society. And as much as that is common sense, today, I do my 2 senses off of what I learn in the day that I record. And this one guy, like, he wanted me to do something. And I was like, okay, I understand. But then he would cut me off as soon as I was trying to do something else before I could go do that other thing. Like, I needed to do step 1 before I could do step 2. And he wanted me to cut straight to step 2. And I was like, well, I'm doing step 1. He's like, no. Interrupting me before I can get my words out. And I'm just like, let me talk. Because I understand. I'm going to do what you want to do. But I need to do this first. And just, conversations are not a hard thing to have. Just don't be stupid. The world's full of plenty of stupid people. We don't need any more. The conversation would have been over just like that. But no, it had to be complicated. How many times do you have that happen during the day, huh? How many times do you get interrupted and then you just get frustrated to the heck of where you're just like, I want to kill you! AKA everybody on Trump's cabinet. Ain't that a damn truth? Don't tell me it's not. You know what, maybe you should calm down on the Twitter. Shut up. But anyways, that is going to do it for this funny little cute Thursday episode of the Fat and Happy Show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll be back here for a fantastic Friday episode of the Fat and Happy Show. Good night.